Half a day. This is James Martinez with the Guam Contractors Association, and welcome to another episode of GCA Today. You know, we've been providing training the last couple months in collaboration with Guam Training, and we're proud to announce that we have a training series coming up again on February 9th, 10th, and 11th. And joining me here today is Mr. Jerry Roberts. Welcome, Jerry. How are you doing today?
I'm great, James. Thank you.
Fine and dandy New Year?
Yeah, absolutely.
You doing okay?
Absolutely.
And we're ready for another series of some really cool training that's coming up on the 9th, 10th, and 11th of February, right?
This is the third. We went in October, in December. Excuse me, here we are in February. So we put together 3 courses that we think will work for pretty much everybody. These are common issues that pretty much everybody has in their organization from one time to another. And I think if people take a look at this, take a listen, they'll be excited about what we're doing.
Okay. Please tell us more about this program, and I guess we'll go from there.
Okay, there we go. Okay, well, the organization is Guam Training. There we go. Okay, take care of that. Now, the first thing we have, the first course, is something that I've been wanting to do for maybe 10 years. You remember Star Trek?
Yes.
Okay, remember Captain Kirk?
Yes.
And he would say space, the final frontier.
Right.
Well, in supervision and in management, coaching is the final frontier. So I had a course in my head for a long time, never got around to doing it, about coaching higher performance. And that's the name of this course. What it's all about is that everybody needs a coach from time to time. In a supervisory capacity, we're so caught up in the day-to-day of just getting whatever job we have to get done today. We forget about growth and development. So we have, how many of our people we have? 5, could be 10, could be 20. I had one kid in the class in October. We did this in October, and it was a great success. He had been in supervisory capacity for a month. He had 24 people under him.
Wow.
He was brand new. I cried for this guy.
Baptism of fire.
Oh, I thought he had no chance. I mean, with that number of people, but that's what he had. And we had other people in there with 5 years and 10 years of experience. I initially took a look at this program and thought, well, that we would be able to entertain people with under a couple of years experience. This is a program called The New Boss. And we had people in there with 5 years and 10 years and 15 years. Never seen it before. Well, we went from the New Boss, which is coming up later in this series, because people want to learn and they want to do better. But as I say, they're caught up in the day-to-day, and they've been doing the same thing forever, and they're not getting anywhere. And this is how you lose people. You don't
probably doing it the wrong way.
And you could be doing it the wrong way. It's how you lose good talent. Talent that could be very good for your organization, but they never get a chance to show it because they never get a chance to expand and grow into their position. So, coaching higher performance is all about getting people to get on a different track. Now, they can't do it themselves. They need someone. Just like a musician, some kid wants to play piano, right? Or the violin, right? You need a coach to help you along those things.
Right.
World-class athletes need a coach. Michael Jordan had coaches. I mean, why does world-class talent need coaches? Does it make any sense? They're the best in the world at it. Yet, they hire and spend huge amounts of money to expand their talent base, strengthen their strengths, and be able to achieve levels that nobody else does. When you take that into a local community, like we have, and a job and an organization, coaching makes perfect sense. Because we show supervisors how to get into the head of the person that they want to work with, how to determine who needs the coaching right off the bat, how to set the framework up, and how to take them step by step, encouraging them, getting the victories along the way, helping them, taking mid-course corrections, all of it. So coaching higher performance, as we said earlier, is the final frontier to management. So what I want you to think about, and I have some notes here in the back of this thing, this time because I'm old and I have to remember my notes this way. Okay. What we're doing here is what I want to talk about is some of the deals like some of the issues like handling the initial meeting with the coaching subject. Okay, critical, getting things off to a good start, asking the right questions. Coaching is about asking questions, getting the coachee, as it's called, okay, to respond. Okay,
Right.
It's a partnership. At the bottom of this card, you're going to see something. It's like a handshake icon. Okay, coaching is a partnership between the coach and the coachee. All right. So how to adapt the smarter goal system? You know, the SMART goals.
Right.
Okay, similar to that. Breaking down barriers to hold people back, breaking down resistance to hold people back, coaching up people with bad attitudes, and you find them, people that don't want to be coached, coaching people that are underperforming. By the time they get out of there on that day on the night, they will have a plan to coach the first person. We're going to lay it out for them. We'll give them the track. All they're going to have to do is plug in the name and start, basically speaking. So coaching higher performance, it's something I think that if you get there and you get your supervisors involved with this, it'll take you to a completely new level. Now on the 10th, we all know difficult people. They come into our business. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's our employees.
Right.
Sometimes it's customers and vendors, right, and affiliates and all that. So we talk about ways to work with people in different situations. You can't change people. Okay? You're not going to change people, but you can alter behavior. And that's really what it's all about.
That makes sense.
It's about changing behavior with people, not trying to change them. And also, you don't label people. Guy's a jerk. Well, no, maybe when he deals with you, he is, but everybody else thinks he's charming.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to take the circumstances as they are. There are different kinds of people out there, the downers and the better thans and the passives and the tanks. And the downers are negative type people. Right? So we talked about those. The pessimists. They always have something bad to say. It's not going to work, or they're whiners or something of that nature. You can't argue with them. You stick with facts. Right? We show how in this course to deal with the 4 major types of people. Now there's some other courses out there that have 32, 64. I saw one with 256 different personality types. How in the world is anybody ever going to remember all that stuff? Right? So we whittle it down to 4. I think people are going to remember 4.
Okay.
Okay, and some of the characteristics and how to deal with those people. Active listening is a big deal. How to listen to people, right? Also, toxic words, the things that we say when we even realize what we're talking about, right? That can inflame situations. We deal with that. How to approach unresolved issues. Some people in the workplace, I dealt with one organization, some people had 10, 15, 20 years, they hadn't been talking to somebody in the same room.
Wow.
Shocking, right? All because of a misunderstanding 15, 20 years ago. So those things exist in all workplaces. How to calm irate people down. Dealing with difficult people. If you have a difficult person on your staff or people that come into the company or the organization and you're having trouble handling situations like that, dealing with difficult people is going to be something that you'll be glad that you sent people to. Okay. Final course we talked about earlier, the new boss, right?
Yes.
All right. The new boss, this could be for people that are brand new into the supervision area, or as I said earlier, there might be 10 years and 15 years and never got the training. We had people that when they saw the course curriculum, they said, you know, how come, where were you when I first got into management? Says, I had never had this kind of training before. And that's the problem, is that people were brought up off the front lines and thrust into a management position and never got the training to handle it. And it's one of the most difficult things in the world to be able to do.
Sure.
Right? To supervise, to manage. As I say in the course, there's really 3 or 4 times in life where you're in charge of somebody else. When you get married, when you have children, in this day and age, if you are taking care of your parents, that would be it. And when you're a manager or supervisor, okay, it's like adult daycare is what some people call it, right? So we talk about how to get through the first couple of years as a supervisor, or it's a great refresher for people who want to come back,
right,
or have never had it before. For example, failure rate in supervision is high, right? Either they succeed early or they run and hide. And usually they run and hide in the position. They don't leave you. They run and hide in the position and stay there, and your people never grow, right? And you wonder why you're not getting the performance that you wanted, and it has to do with they weren't trained to begin with. So we talk about some of the things here, common concerns about transitioning from the front line to supervision, building relationships, handling resistance, why perceptions are critical, perceptions of people on the team, of the supervisor. When they see you walking around, right, on the job, people are looking at you all the time as the boss, aren't they?
Right.
You're looking at them, they're looking at you. They're drawing perceptions and they're drawing opinions and attitudes about you based upon how you carry yourself in many cases. So we give them tools and ideas and things that they can do in the workplace to change the opinion and mold the opinion and the attitude and perception of those who work for them. It's something that's very important. Nuts and bolts approach to problem solving. We get into a lot of tool issues there, besides decision making and problem solving, how to handle meetings in a proper capacity, understanding conflict, how to get feedback. Most managers have zero idea how to get feedback properly. Okay, performance reports, discipline. We give a really good primer on workplace discipline. We're going to give you something that your organization may never have given you, okay, about how to handle workplace discipline. Your best friend is going to be your HR manager. Okay, there. Okay, how to manage stress, how to develop a go-to person, someone you can really rely upon. Okay, it's essential in all these capacities. So this is the course. The new boss. You got somebody that you want to build, someone you want to grow in your organization. If you've got someone that's under 2 years of experience, they've got to have a course like this.
Right.
Okay? And if they never got a course like this and they have 10 years of experience, send them and we're going to change their head around a little bit for you.
Okay. Now, the big question is, I'm convinced, I want to send my guys out there. Who, what, where, and when?
Okay. The 9th, 10th, and 11th. It's at Nico. Okay? All 3 days. And if you get a hold of the people here at GCA,
right,
okay, call, and the number here is 647-4840, and talk to Fran or Desiree, and let them know that you'd like to send people to the course. If you haven't got a brochure for this, you can go to the Facebook page for the Guam Contractors Association, and you'll see a little download link there, and you can download the brochure. It has all the details, the costs and the logistics and all that business. We give you a binder when you get there for every day of the course. Has all the materials in there that you need for working in the course that day, and even we throw in some things sometimes at the end that you can use for like homework assignments too. We'll have that. You get a little bit of continental breakfast, and then you get 4 hours. Not too long, not too short. We give you it's fast paced. We try to let people have some fun along the way. It's challenging. I mean, we want to challenge people when they get there.
Right.
We want to give you your money's worth. We want to get people that when they get excited about what's in the course and their hearts start thumping, they want to get something done. We want to give them the tools to get back to the workplace and make some good things happen.
Okay.
That's what it's all about.
That's what we want. Thank you, Jerry. And bosses out there and supervisors, business owners, send your guys to this workshop series on February 9th, 10th, and 11th at the Hotel Nico Guam. And you can call GCA for more information, or look at our Facebook page search for Guam Contractors Association. Jerry, so it's certainly a pleasure again.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you, and good luck with our workshops. See you.
So long.